don't know any other video game out there where most of the people, well, some of us, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know that many other games. Like, you can't expect this kind of chillness from, you know, Apex Legends or some of the other major, like, you know, Call of Duty, you know? What money, you have no job? Well, okay. I'm just saying that a lot of us are older people, and you know, we've got the ability to do things that many other people in a lot of these other games can't do, right? Mark, good morning. So like that's what I'm getting at, you know? It's just it's fun. Does 26 count as older? Shadow, the demonic hero, I hate you right now. I freaking hate you right now, as I'm 40, going on 41. And you're 26? Yeah. Yeah. I hate you. Steel says, I've noticed that the older generation is indeed a lot chiller. Yes. Who is this? This is, Khan. Khan, your game. I'm sure you're still here. Hush, you puppy. Some of us are still in school. That's true. That's true. Yes, Big O, I am 41 heading on, or 40 heading towards 41. 100%. I was born in 1981. Well, you know, Shadow, thank you so much. Thank you. It's kind of funny. Oh my God, winner. Winner! You remember 1981 very well?
Winner Lunk Kick and just resubscribed for
Chris.
7 months. Still young.
I used to love telling my colleagues, because I had a couple colleagues that were older like that, and I would say I wasn't born yet, and they're like, F you. You know? Right, McCraig? It's nothing to worry about. Cthulhu, that is important to hear. Now get off my lawn. You know, like, it's, so, for our back to school night, one of our teachers, who's a very young teacher, brought her mother and her grandmother, to back to school night, and they hung out, and I got to meet them, and, like, later, she told me that her parents, her mother and her grandmother couldn't believe that I was as old as I was. They thought I was in my 30s as well. Admiral Revan, hello. Lurk away, dude. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. And we got to get a shout out for Admiral Revan, an amazing Aussie. He's going back to work, he says. Okay, cool.
I'll get him after this game.
No worries, Cthulhu. Or, sorry, Puddin. I was going to say something to Cthulhu. You have
Can he leave?
metal rod and screws in your femur. Walker injury 5 years ago. So you have the groans, aches, and the walker. Just flip by age and it's 62. And you're really, wow. There's a shout out. So not much to comment on right now. Khan is doing what you expect a cruiser to do, right? Especially a French cruiser. You sit behind an island and you just keep spamming AG. They can't see you. You can see them. Take advantage of the situation. You've got Abanu as your commander. Oh, SFNL shouted out for you. Perfect. You've been carded in the store and they look at you like, no way you're 39, Seal. Nice. Honestly, that feels good, right? I mean, there was a time when I had security guards at school, like new security guards, ask me for my ID. That was a couple years ago. Sadly, it was more than a couple at this point. She asked me for my ID. I said, I don't have my ID with me, but it's in my classroom. So I went, opened up the classroom, and she's like, oh, well, I guess if you've got keys for a classroom, then you're a teacher and you're definitely not a student. I said, that's true, but stick around. I'll go get my ID for you. So I showed it to her. It's funny because back in the day you wanted to look older, but, well, that's true, Seal. Exactly. You always want to look older until until you don't anymore, and then you're happy to look younger. Khan doing again, just sitting there, farming away. Bottom tier, which means he gets extra XP for all the damage. Oh, safety bunny, nice. You're also an 80s baby. Okay, 81, good. You bet I was buying beers at the bar at 15? No way. No way. I didn't really drink alcohol till I was in college. I know I'm lame. I understand. I'm lame. God, I remember born in 83. Okay. Look how you look. Flirting shamelessly when a server IDs you. There you go, Kerensky. Just make sure Mrs. Kerensky isn't there for it. Alright, Johan de Whaleboat just took a torpedo. There's a good chance that he flooded and DCP'd. Yeah, you see it. There you go.
Hyenas Olsen is now following.
Hyenas, thank you really much for the follow, dude. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Oh, there's a sticky fire. Most likely a sticky fire, at least. You got to university and you were horrified that alcohol could be served on campus. Really, Cthulhu? You didn't have a beer, so you graduated high school and then more in college. Yeah, I didn't really drink alcohol much at all. At all. My sophomore year, I think I had a little bit of stuff, but it was mainly like cheap McCormick, freaking, what was it? Vodka. It was cheap vodka. Yeah, that's right, Renzi. Way too many things could have gone wrong, right? Right? Hey, Charade! How you doing? We're talking about college and drinking alcohol. Charade, let us know in chat if you are willing to do so. How old were you when you had a little bit of the fire water? And we also need to get a shout out for Charade. 6 years of the Navy, when it was okay to drink, you drank enough for 2 lifetimes. Puckhead, dude. Awesome. We used to mix in vodka with Fruitopia, and that was our big thing. It was vodka and Fruitopia. Got drunk once as a senior in high school. Oh, okay. Netherlands, you can officially drink beer at 16. Well, and so that's one of the challenges, Seal, that we have is when I take students traveling, is that technically by local laws they can drink alcohol at 18 or whatnot, but they're still high school students from the United States, which means they cannot drink. And that's one of the challenges that we ran into for quite some time. You drink for the experience and to blend in. Oh, you're a social drinker then, Lex. No worries. Shadow says, I follow Mordred. My father's guidance for alcohol. He likes to drink, therefore he avoids it unless it's an occasional thing. By that, I mean maybe 1 beer in a half year. Wow, okay. Your dad drank CC and Coke when you were very young. Several times he'd ask for a drink, and he'd let you. Oh, wow. Of course, you'd spill it out. You think that's why you didn't drink anything until... Oh, okay. Revan says, when you were in high school, it was year 12 for you. It was 17 years old. Okay. That was when you first had some alcohol. Got it. Like I said, I was lame. I never had any until I was in college. CC is Canadian Club whiskey. Got it. Canadian whiskey is really good whiskey, by the way. We haven't been talking about your game, but I mean, you're just doing the same thing. You're just sitting behind islands and farming. Nothing wrong with that, although you're about to come out. There you go. AP right there might have been a good choice, and then switch back to HE after that salvo. Your father knows he can get hooked on alcohol. Shadow, I understand. Some people, they're more disposed to that stuff, so sure, makes sense. Your grandfather was an alcoholic. It took a while to get over that experience. Lemon King. Completely understand. And I hope that me drinking here doesn't trigger you. because that's important. If it does, let me know. I'll stop. Unit comes trick with a fertilized tier steals a tier 2. There you go, Cthulhu. Sheree doesn't drink much. First drinks were in year 2000. You were born 1990. You were 10 years old? Neighborhood party for New Year's coming in. Diluted champagne at Christmas happened wasn't until at least 14, 15. Okay. You properly drank once. You didn't like it, Lex? Fair enough. Another time during chemistry internship between junior and senior in high school. Now, chance lemming? Okay. I've been drinking more alcohol. My wife is gone, so I don't mind sharing this bit with you guys, but for me, alcohol was something that I started drinking. Solar flare, dude. I hope your cat's okay. You have to take your cat to the vet? Solar, please tell us if you're on my Discord. Tell us later. How is your cat doing? Like, I hope your cat's okay. For me, aside from like a stream like this where alcohol just allows me to relax after God. It allows me to relax after a very tough week. Will do. Thank you, Solar. I best of luck, dude. I hope you're okay. And I hope your cat is okay too. Jägermeister. Friends took me home. I think it was a while before I got home. 15 minutes were... Wow. Okay, Revan. First whiskey, Giant Walkers, and celebrating first year at university. I didn't drink whiskey until long after I had graduated. My first experience with whiskey, like, I literally spent the night hugging a bucket. But yeah, if when you drink mostly go for rum or vodka, you like Jaeger, not okay. So I used to drink a lot of rum, but it's extremely caloric with tons of sugar. So I've been going for whiskey because it's healthier. Call it that. But to me, a lot of it is. It helps me to cope with some of the things. Talk ships or start an a. There you go, Kerensky. But it helps me cope with things that otherwise I couldn't. So, like, for example, my mom. When my mom was very sick, and when she passed, it was a very hard time for me. And so, I broke into my dad's liquor cabinet, so to speak, and I drank a whole bunch of rum with Coke, and it did help. Morbid sauce, yes. Or if you want to look in the VOD earlier in the stream, I covered Russian carriers. But drinking rum helped me to get through. Helped me get through the difficulties with my mom being sick and eventually passing away. So for me, that's what alcohol does for me, or why I drink alcohol. When I'm with you guys and I'm hanging out, it's different, right? Like, it helps loosen me up. It helps me to relax. But if I've had a stressful week, a stressful day or something, I might go for some wine or some hard stuff. I don't know. And I had a really stressful week. So, no worries, Morbid Sauce. AP from the Stalingrad. Almost got you there. So
yeah,
I
this
like...
is where things go bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like that you have backed off. Unfortunately, your team wasn't able to really do much. I mean, you farmed a ton of damage, but they died on the other side, right? So...
Yeah, if only I got some spotting on the Stalin, I could have probably done more.
Right. And that's what happens when you're especially now, right? Yeah, you've got a division mate. I'm sure you were talking to your division mate and asking him to spot, but at the same time,
Yeah, but he's busy with the
yep,
Venezia and the Kaga.
yep. So he goes down. Sounds silly, but you're also built to only drink high quality booze. Metabolize alcohol quickly. Oh, okay, Lex. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Like, if I have really high quality stuff, I don't really get hangovers as much. Drinking to cope is dangerous. That's true, Cthulhu. That's very true. That's very true. Sadly, sometimes that's the only way to cope, and that brings up a whole lot of other psychological stuff.
Yeah, CV is there. I'm just trying to reset the Stalin.
Hmm.
But they've got all the caps, and then the Venezia comes out.
Yeah. I mean, you still had a good game, but Venezia with Sap is gonna just tear you apart. Correct. Lemmy King, that's true. Knowing when to stop is very important. Absolutely very important. Always important to know your limits and know where that limit is. Hey, save it for a special occasion, Revan, no problem. But seriously, find your limits and adhere to those limits. That's important. But Duckman, you said, what was it that I couldn't, just the fact that I, for me, it's a coping mechanism. She doesn't understand that. She gets angry with me when I drink. And that makes it worse because she doesn't understand that I drink because I'm hurting. And that just makes it worse because I can't talk to her about why I'm hurting. As you die. Okay, let's up. Where is the game? Stop the game. There we go. There we go. 2 drink limit for you, Lemmy King, no matter what circumstances are. That's important. That's good. Alright, well, we'll get a screenshot of you dying here. A really good death pic of you dead. Now, unfortunately for you, Khan, I mean, you're in a tier 10 game, so almost $200,000 damage at tier 10. It's going to net you an awful lot of base XP, right?
Right.
You're still going to lose, but on the bright side, at least you can look at that and say, I did this much damage. I got this much base XP. So that's important. It almost looks like that guy is drinking a ton of water right now. I kind of like this shot, actually. Just seeing part of the bow. Right, guys? Because everybody's used to seeing the ship die. But, Now, Khan, why the Bayard?
I don't know. I enjoy this ship because it's fast and the reload booster really. Like I have fun playing this.
Yeah, the reload booster is quite nice. I used it a couple of times, and we didn't really comment on it too much. But I did see you using it. Unfortunately, now it's just you're just waiting for the Shimakaze.
Yeah, he eventually dies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dies, or maybe the game just said words.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably retired.
That's gonna be game. Kadu, how full is the giveaway? That's a good question. And that's game.
46 people.
46 people, guys. Exclamation point ticket. Come on, do the thing. 3 skull difficulty. Let's do hasten here. We got 46 allies. A 30-second ad. Here we go. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. Alright, we got a victory. What do you know? Let's open that chest up, and Askew has is our winner for our Paladin Scrolls. Here we go. Next up, question mark, unknown chest. Let's do it. All right, here we go.